Hey everyone, Connie here, and today we are going to be reacting to Cells at Work Episode 2. So yeah, we are continuing the series as I mentioned last time, at least for now. I can see the series getting a little repetitive and boring. I don't know, we'll have to see where it goes. And there might be a point even where I end up dropping it from reactions, but continue to watch it on my own. I don't know, we'll have to see. Right now, I'm willing to continue reacting to it, though. Right now, I think it's still worthy of that. So, last time it kind of introduced us to our characters. We have a red blood cell and a white blood cell. They're our main characters. The red blood cell is this cute girl who's kind of working, who's new to the job, and she's trying to find her way around the body. The white blood cell, meanwhile, is this tough as nails, kind of socially awkward dude who's pretty good at his job, but not perfect. And I like seeing that these characters have actually these pretty interesting personalities and character to them. I'm interested to see where it goes next. David Productions is doing a great job with the art and animation and style of it. But again, I feel like it could get a little repetitive and hard to really keep focused as a full series. We'll have to see. Hopefully I'm proven wrong, though. Now, I mentioned this in my last reaction that I recorded today, which was, where is it? High Score Girl. But I'll mention it here as well. I'm probably not going to be able to get to everything today, which includes Last Man, just because I do have I have had a lot to catch up on from this past weekend. My Hero Academia, which I already recorded, High Score Girl, which I recorded, and now this, were all from this past weekend. And I need to get to all of them before Last Man, because priority goes to older stuff at this point. But that doesn't mean I won't be getting to Last Man. I will. It might just have to be tomorrow, and based on the time right now, I'm going to say that's most likely. But I will get to it, and yeah, so hopefully we'll be getting back to normal after this. This weekend I am going to be gone on Saturday, but I will be here on Sunday, so I should hopefully be able to record, most likely in my room on Sunday. We'll figure it out. Either way, for now, we're going to get back into this, and I just don't know where it's going to go from here. It seems like it's a bit of a combination of comedy and action, with a little bit of educational body stuff too, but I just don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to focus around. I don't know if all of these episodes are just going to be completely episodic with the ongoing idea of red and white blood cells relationships. I don't know. We'll have to find out. So for now, we're going to get this started. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so, another episode of Cells at Work, another batch of germs to defeat. Yeah, I was talking about at the beginning how this could start to feel a little repetitive, and it already is. And it's only episode 2. So, at the same time, it's like there's still a lot of room to change things up, but yeah, because here's the basic thing. The first episode, it was red blood cells new to things, loses her way, meets white blood cell, germs invade. Well, germ, mostly, because it mostly focused on the one. And then red blood cell and white blood cell have to figure it out how to defeat it, and eventually do. And everything works out in the end. This episode is pretty much the same, just the platelets had a bigger role in it, and the red blood cell didn't do as much. That's really the only difference. There were more germs this time as well, but the general idea of the episode was still very much the same. It's not bad by any means. It's enjoyable, it's fun, it's entertaining. But I don't know if it's reaction worthy, if it's just going to keep being like this. I'm still going to continue reacting for now, and we'll see where it goes. But I'm a little worried at this point. Again, not bad. Just not sure if it's going to be good for reactions, if it's going to be like this the entire time. When I was saying during the reaction that I wanted to see one of the cells actually be killed by a germ, I meant it. I'm not just trying to be morbid here. I'm not just trying to, like, be, oh, I want to see them die. No. I'm legitimately saying I think it would make sense. Because there are a lot of cases in which germs win. There are a lot of cases in which the person gets sick or gets hurt and everything, and blood cells will die, will be destroyed and everything because of it. I think we need to show that. We're showing all of these germs being killed, and it's pretty brutal and gruesome if you think about it. All the blood shooting everywhere and whatnot. It's not really holding much back. So why would it hold back on showing the fact that this blood cells can die too? I'm not saying it has to be the main characters. No, I think that would honestly be stupid. But I want to see at least one or more white or red blood cells die here. I think it would be smart. And I think they should actually show it, too. Not just, like, say or imply it happened, but show it. Like, show one of these germs that has, like, the long, pointy claw tendril things. Like, run a cell right through the chest or something. Or have one of the cells, like, maybe be split in half or their throat slit or something. I know, it sounds morbid that I want to see that kind of thing, but I think it would be good for the series and for educational purposes. Because, let's be honest, this show does have some educational focus to it. I don't think it's fully an educational-based show, but it does have a bit of that focus to it still. And so if they're going to do that, I think they do need to explain that sometimes the body is going to get sick. That sometimes the germs are going to win, in a way. And I think they definitely need to show that. They need to show that the blood cells won't always make it out of this. Again, it was kind of implied that that happened in this episode, but I think they need to show it. So, yeah. That's just my viewpoint on it. I think a good way to do it would maybe have our main red blood cell senpai be the one to fall. I think that would actually be very memorable and meaningful to the series. But they definitely need to show it. And I think that, how many episodes is this? I actually do not know offhand. Let me see if I can find that real quick. For the love of Pete. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I'm just trying to figure out how many episodes this is. Real quick. July 8th. Yeah, I know when it started. Okay, so a certain episode amount has not been either set or announced yet. At least according to this. If this series were like, let's say, 12 to 13 episodes, it has to have the first death of a good guy would have to happen, I'd say, by episode 5. For this kind of series, I think it would need to happen by episode 5. If it were like a 24 to 26 episode series, I'd say by episode 10, but that's even pushing it. I still think it should happen around episode 5 either way, to really set the tone and set the stakes that yes, these good guys can die too. Even other cells and stuff that we're not really considering. Like, maybe the platelets. I really hate to say that because they're so freaking cute and they're basically the equivalent of kids. But it could happen. I don't know. It's just, I feel like they need to show it. This is kind of like a more, well, just more anime take on the classic cartoon and movie Osmosis Jones. And if you remember that, that could get pretty brutal. There was some death in there. The villain, the disease in that, he was legitimately scary. These villains are definitely more like villain of the week anime style. They're not actually scary in any way. Definitely not like the villain in Osmosis Jones was. And I don't think it's gonna be as high stakes or as like really brutal as Osmosis Jones could get. I don't think it will. But I do think they need to show some realistic stuff happening here. And not that the rest of this isn't like realistic, or not even to say the show is technically realistic in a lot of ways, but you get what I mean. It needs to show that the cells won't always win. I think that's important. But that's just my viewpoint. Either way, I did still enjoy this episode. I did still enjoy it. It was cute. It was fun. There were some interesting new designs, and I swear that yellow one, Stephacoccus or whatever it was called, I can never remember those names. Staphylococcus, I think. But the yellow germ, she's definitely going to be looted. You could tell just looking at her design, she is going to be so looted. Like, anime fans. But either way, tell me in the comments below what you thought of episode 2 of Cells at Work. And thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears.